I'll just quote Carl Frampton as well in the commentary. World-class performance, and that jab has sent reverberations around the whole of the middleweight division.
Yeah.
But how do you assess your performance?
First of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty Allah always for allowing me to get the victory. I'd like to thank Ricky, Taz, my dad, Frank, Andy, the list goes on. I'm just honoured. I'm honoured to share the ring with Liam Williams, someone who I watched growing up. Alhamdulillah.
As always with you, it's always about the Most High first. But I want to turn around and understand your perspective. You said something to me just off camera there. You expected to stop him, but not that early. What was you seeing while you was able to get your jab and your right hand off so quickly?
Now, the game plan with Ricky is always going into every fight. I know it sounds mad, but we don't actually have a game plan. It's always round by round, and just base everything off my jab. And my jab is my power shot, as we saw tonight and as we've seen in previous fights. And yeah.
You're always so humble. We sat down in terms of pre-fight and you spoke to me about just being focused on yourself. But this naturally will cause noise into the middleweight division. Yeah. You're naturally going to turn around and have a few people with your name in their mouths now. How do you turn around and respond to those critics that were questioning you beforehand?
To be fair, listen, I had a lot of doubters. I had a lot of doubters going into this fight. They thought that I wasn't able to keep up with the caliber of fighting that Liam was. But listen, it's part of the sport and it is what it is. I'm someone who's been brought up to be respectful. It's in my makeup. It's how I am. It's how I've always been. And yeah, I just do my talking in the ring. I know I know people don't really like that, but when I get in here, I entertain. It's as simple as that.
Oh, I think your fans definitely like that. There's no two ways about that one. But Frank, I want to bring you in, and I want to turn around and ask you, special talent. Special talent. I mean, sometimes I have to double check into the fact that he's only born in '99. But where can he go? What does 2024 have for him?
I want to say, first of all, he reminds me of Tommy Hearns in a big way with that superb jab. He's probably got the best jab. And one thing about the jab, he don't fill you out of it. He takes your head off with it. The power that's there is unbelievable. You know, he's a thorough professional. He's got a great team around him. Ricky's done a brilliant job, and the guys outside the ring have done a marvellous situation with him. But I genuinely believe tonight a star is born. I believe that he's going to go on, and I genuinely believe he will win a world title, and he will hold that title for as long as he likes. He's a young man. He's done every single thing that's been asked of him, and he's done it in style, and you couldn't meet a better ambassador for boxing than this man here. He's an absolute star. He represents modern Britain and does it in a phenomenal, brilliant way. He's a marvellous guy. Love him.
This is the thing, you can be respectful, and I've spoken to you, so I know this is no pretense. This is who your character is. But Frank doesn't necessarily have to do that because he is the promoter, Hall of Famer, as you know. So I'm going to ask you, who do you want to see him in the ring with next?
We'll have them all, Frank. We'll have them all.
I'll tell you what would be a really good domestic bust-up, and that would be Eubanks. If he's got the balls to do it, because he's got to have some big balls to get in the ring with him.
You had a big statement tonight, no two ways about it. We're not going to talk about, as Bunty said, the shot version of Liam Williams, as people will say, that was a dangerous fighter over there, that you dismantled and handled.
You know, no one does that to Liam Williams. I mean, I promoted him in world title fights. I mean, he's a class operator, and you mentioned earlier, he whizzed a punch past you, just missed your wing. Yeah. He catches you, you're in trouble, he can punch. And the way he handled it from the first bell, the way he walks out there behind that jab, that was a magnificent performance.
Credit to Liam Williams in terms of his preparation, because I spoke to him and I know how hard he prepared for you. But again, I want to look forward to you now. You heard the name, Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah. Is that something that makes you smile? Is that something that makes you excited?
Yeah, let's have it. Let's have it. Any 160-pounder, listen, put him in front of me and I'll beat him. It's as simple as that. Whatever Frank says, I'll do my training, I'll get my ass over to America, do what I've got to do, come back and perform.
Oh, man, you can't do nothing but love this guy. I appreciate you so much for the words, and congratulations.
I'd just like to dedicate this fight to all my brothers and sisters in Palestine as well, so free my brothers and sisters in Palestine.
Respectful, honest, and always thinking about the world overall. Hamzah Sheeraz, ladies and gentlemen. Bunty, what an individual.